Evening baseball on tap in Northern California and the Oakland Coliseum. It's the first game in the month of June between the Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. A's baseball starts right now. Mike Fiers is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
The left fielder.
Here's Michael Brantley, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat. Underway in Oakland as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. And Dan, Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
707.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup and they present a ton of challenges. Not only do they have good approaches at the plate, but they're in the top of the league at driving the baseball out of the ballpark. At the end of the day, they say solos won't kill you, but that 2-3 run bomb, when the game's on the line, that'll put you away.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. His previous history with Mike Fiers, he's got 2 hits in 17 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So digging in now, Jose Altuve. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The high fastball is in there. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Just underway here in Oakland. And he'll try to pull back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. hit in the air out toward left. Moving under it, Grossman. And that's the third out. Astros go down 1-2-3. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Brad Peacock will be on the mound for the Stros. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half
Leading
of
off
the first.
for the A's, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
First pitch on its way. And a slider tails outside for ball one. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
The 2-0. 3-0 now. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, the third baseman, Matt.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He's taken him deep once. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Chapman has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
Springer has a read on it. 1 down. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued. First pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball into honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Semien stands at first with 1 out. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Two and one to the A's first baseman.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
Now the 2-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Here now the 2-2. Now a ground ball for Altuve could be 2. To second for 1. Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. An inning in the books. No score on the show. Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Correa. As you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty's there for it. 1 down. All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one.
And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bregman, originally from the state of New Mexico, he was a first-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. Now another 0-2. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Laureano is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis.
Leading off
set
for
to lead
the A's,
off the home half of the second.
Designated hitter, Chris Davis.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Two balls and two strikes, the count to Chris Davis. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And let's take a look at
Batting
Carlos
fifth.
Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's only 1 for 10. Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
A pause and the 0-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Batting sixth.
For me, check
The
swings
center
are
fielder,
right there next to bang
number
bang
22.
place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano as he'll take a look at the strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Bottom of the second here with no score. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And Brentley will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Here's George Springer. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
2-1.
A bouncer to the left side. Chapman brings it in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 10, Ulieski Gurriel.
Digging in, Yuli Gurriel. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
The 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Line drive to left. Grossman is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 28, Robinson Chirino.
At the plate, Robinson Chirinos. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Behind 0-2 now.
0-2.
Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's Robbie Grossman as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The left fielder, Robbie Grossman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Hit back up the middle. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
The second
I know
baseman,
that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Here's Jurickson Profar. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's gone just 2 for 13. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Grossman on at first, nobody out. And that misses. 1-1. On that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
1-2.
Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Stepping in now, Nick Hundley. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And he'll hurry back to second here as he was wise to not push it that time. First and second here with nobody out. Now a bunt attempt here. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2. And another foul ball. None out, runners at first and second.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there.
The batter,
Not
number
a whole
10.
lot to say about
Shortstop,
that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Marcus Semien, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off
baseman,
that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Riding in once again, Matt Chapman. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch on its way. In there, and it's 0-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Chapman carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. The 0-1 offering. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score as the A's get off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel
Now
good as a hitter, D-Roy. You
the
get
first
that
baseman,
base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1, and they're runners at the corners now. He's set. The 0-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. From the stretch, the 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter.
As we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here, as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Stepping in, Chris Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
He's been great on the mound up until this inning. And, yeah, he and his guys are behind 2-0 now. But if he can seal the leak and hold these guys right here the rest of the way, this is still going to be a start he can be proud of.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And he's in safely at third, as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Stephen Piscotty, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Too much bite on the breaking ball that time, as it's well off the outside. Piscotty, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a real...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. 3 innings complete. It's the A's 3 and the Astros nothing. Now at the plate, Michael Brantley back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Chapman is over to take a look, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Lays off 2-2 now.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. The 2-2 one more time. He stays alive, still 2-2. Left side, but well foul. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And both guys topping out so far in the low 90s, 93 for one guy, 91 for the other. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that brings up the former Gold Glover Josh Reddick. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Grossman on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Still down 3-0. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off
Into
for
the
the
box
A's,
now, Ramon
the center
Laureano.
fielder,
So far, 0 for
number
1 with a
22.
flyout.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. Hit on the ground to short. Correa takes it in. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
the left fielder, number
Time now
8.
for the Astros Road
Robbie
to the Show report as we get a look at a
Grossman.
couple of players making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Digging in, the switch hitter, Robbie Grossman. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
And he takes ball 1. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Line drive to left. Brantley is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jurickson Profar.
So striding forward now, Jurickson Profar. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Profar, the former Ranger, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 0-2 home, pulled toward right center field. Reddick on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. A's are gone in order. They lead it 3-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
The shortstop.
Thank you, Heidi.
Carlos Correa.
First delivery to him on the way. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. And it's 1-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. In for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2. On the ground to the right side. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Coming to the plate now, Aledmus Diaz. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounder down the line at third. But this is foul for the first strike.
Nope.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. And he misses. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right
now
here,
batting,
team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks them offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
George Springer will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Diaz, the runner at first with 2 gone. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Therefore, it is Profar, and Jurickson has it to retire the side. 1 left for Houston. They trail it here 3-0. Digging in now, Nick Hundley.
Leading
He's
off for the A's
thus far.
The catcher, Nick Hundley.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
Shortstop.
No doubt, Matty. He's
Marcus.
one of my favorites, mostly because of his
Simeon.
stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box, Marcus Simeon, as he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. One out, nobody on. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the power hitting third baseman, Matt Chapman. First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
1, 2, 3 go the A's, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First offering on its way. Strike taken up in the zone.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Fastball just inside. Fouled away. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Next up for the Stros, Robinson Chirinos. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and a strike to count. Gurriel gets his lead at first, nobody out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitchers were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
A runner at first with no outs here. Another 1-2 delivery. Line drive snagged on a short hop. He'll go to the bag for one. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play.
The left
pitch
fielder,
on the ground ball
23,
there, and an even
Michael
better job up the middle to take it himself, and turn two. Pretty smooth.
Stepping in now, Michael Brantley. And he fouls this one off. No hits to this point. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Right fielder.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Standing in now, Josh Reddick. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 0-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
The 1-2. Fly ball right down the line in left. Grossman on the move, but this will land untouched. 2 out here and a runner at second. Fouled off. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Heading after it is Piscotty. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Astros leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0.
Your
Chris
attention,
Davinsky
please.
enters to do the
Now
pitching in the
pitching
bottom
for
of the 6th.
Astros, number 47, Chris Davinsky.
Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson head-to-head against Chris Davinsky.
The first baseman,
He's 1 for 5.
Matt Olson.
From the stretch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Davinsky is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays. Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
2-1 now. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Back goes Reddick, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. 19th home run for him on the season. As the A's have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Chris.
Here's Chris Davis now.
Davis.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Davis waits on the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. Stephen Piscotty is on deck. The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Now the payoff pitch home. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another payoff pitch, and he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out.
Right fielder.
And we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Piscotty.
Into the box now, Stephen Piscotty, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Grounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. The 0-2 home. Ball one taken just off the inside.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
In now, Ramon Laureano. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A ball and a strike.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
The 1-1. Base hit, line drive into the corner. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
The left fielder, number 8, Robbie Grossman.
Now at the plate, Robbie Grossman. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
He's set, and the pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Laureano stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Here it comes on 0-2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And over to third now is the runner.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
Popped him up. Gurriel in foul ground, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. A man on third with 2 down. Popped up. Correa is there for it, and that ends the inning. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th with the A's up 4-zip. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Settling in now, Jose Altuve. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Line drive to center field, and that's in for a base hit, make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
The batter,
even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike one.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
The 1-1, and he sends it the other way toward right center. Piscotty will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Runner at first here, one man out. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Another one sent foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Now batting, designated hitter, Aledmus Diaz.
Striding forward now is the DH, Aledmus Diaz. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. 2 out here and a runner at second. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. He'll get it into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead.
Your attention,
Trevino
please.
will get the ball here
Now
as he looks to
pitching
get
for
the
the
final
Athletics.
out in the top of the 7th.
Number 62, Lou Trevino.
Stepping in now, George Springer, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's throw into right. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Number 10.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2, D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Looking to minimize the damage here.
Count
Now a
1-0.
fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join
Astros pick
me
up
for
a
the
run on the
traditional
RBI double.
7th-inning stretch.
Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the A's 4 and the Astros 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention,
New
please.
pitcher coming on now as we
Now
get a look at
pitching
the
for
side armor,
Houston,
Joe Smith.
Number 38, Joe Smith.
Digging in to try it
The
again.
Athletic.
Jurickson Profar.
The second
He's
baseman.
working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Profar.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit pretty well out to deep center field. Back goes Springer. Still going back. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. A solo shot here off the bat of Jurickson Profar. 8th home run on the season for him as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
I don't care if you throw sidearm or what kind of arm slot you have. When you serve one up like that, these hitters will make you pay just about every single time.
The catcher, number 3.
Standing
Nick
in now, Nick Hundley.
Hundley.
As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. No hits to this point. Sinker, and this one's over as well. Nothing in 2 now. Oh, and 2, here it is. And a bouncing ball, foul. Base is empty here with nobody out. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The next 0-2. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Now back to the top of the
Marcus.
lineup. Stepping in, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Springer at the track, the wall, and this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo shot for Marcus Semien. 4th home run for him on the season, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Your
Ryan
attention,
Presley
please.
takes the call from
Now
the pen
pitching
as he'll
for
try to get the
Houston.
final 2
Number
outs of this
55,
7th frame.
Ryan Presley. Up next for Oakland, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Into the box, Matt Chapman, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game.
Now
that was a
batting,
96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
In now, Matt Olson, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0. is a fastball down below the knees. Presley, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. Ball even at 2-2. Chapman, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Another full count pitch on its way, and he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Man, that's just painful
Now
for a pitcher right there.
designated hitter.
A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that with too much.
Now batting, Chris Davis. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Nope.
Fastball well outside.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home is a heater in there for a strike.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging. The 1-2 fouled away. Runners are at first and second with one away. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this
Up
guy
next
in this
for
series.
Oakland,
This is a really good
the
hitter.
right fielder,
And it's not easy to
defense.
make a guy strike out 5 times in a
Johnny.
series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Stephen Piscotty, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
2 down, runners at first and second.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 8th inning coming up. Oakland is on top in this one, 6-1. So stepping in, Robinson Chirinos. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Trevino, a 27-year-old. He was selected in the 11th round back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit hard but foul. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Uh-oh, he missed it.
The left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Digging in and looking for more, Michael Brantley. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Nobody out, runner on first. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And a curveball here. Good pitch, but a better take. And it's to 2-1 now. On a good pitch there. Had him stretching to get out there. And it's 2-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Chapman is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
There's a look at how we got to where we are. A's leading this one here in Oakland as we draw nearer to the finish line. Plate now, Josh Reddick. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Chirinos leads off first with 1 away. Behind 0-2 now. Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
The 1-2 misses off the plate.
Ball 2.
Runners on first with 1 down. The 2-2 one more time. just hung in there on that one. Again, he sends it out of play. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Simeon backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Altuve.
Ready once again, Jose Altuve. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Now Altuve connects. Deep left field. Grossman racing back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 1 left for Houston. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1.
Your
Will
attention,
Harris
please.
is on to pitch out
Now
of the
pitching
bullpen in the
for
bottom
Houston,
half of the 8th.
Number 36, Will Harris.
Ready now, Ramon Laureano. He's working
Leading
on
off
1
for the
for
A's,
3 thus far.
the center fielder, number 22.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
2-0 count. The pitch is taken for a strike. Now the 2-1 is in off the plate. Robbie Grossman will be next. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8.
He's really struggled with his command
Now
in this
batting,
game. No
left
doubt
fielder,
about it. But to make things
Robbie
worse, he just lost one of the
Grossman.
fastest guys in the ballpark.
Stepping into the box, Robbie Grossman. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
0-1 the count. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
As a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Jurickson Profar is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Outside 3-0 now. Career numbers against Will Harris. He's 1 for 4. First and second here with nobody out. Far ahead with a 3-1 count here.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on,
the
but
catcher,
he
number
did not
3.
want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
At the plate, Nick Hundley. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Josh Begley will get a chance to really deliver off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the bases loaded and nobody out.
Begley.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Sent back up the middle. There's one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
The batter, number 10.
A bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play. That's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Career numbers against Will Harris. He's gone 3 for 11. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. In the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it, and that retires the side. A run, a hit, and a man left. We've played 8 full. The A's lead it 7-1. Josh Begley will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 19, Josh Gregory.
Stepping in, Carlos Correa. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
The shortstop.
Yeah, he's up in the
Carlos
double digits with it. You know,
Correa.
he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Your
Rick
attention,
Trinan
please.
comes on from the pen,
Now
hoping to
pitching
finish
for the
this one
Athletics.
off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 39, Blake Trinan.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Now here's the pitch. And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now, 3-2. Alex Bregman will be next. To first, Olsen moving to his right, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Standing in, Alex Bregman. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. Got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike one.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
And there's out number 2.
The batter, the designated hitter, Aledmys Diaz.
Now to the plate, Aledmys Diaz. Career against Blake Trinan. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He's set. Here it comes. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Hit high and deep out to left field. On the run, and he makes the catch just shy of the wall. And with that, this ball game is over.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
7-1, the final score in tonight's. Oakland led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Mike Fiers earns the win, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Inside the show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the AL West, the A's totaled 11 hits as they got the home victory against the Astros 7-1. The Seattle Mariners held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 5-1. The Rangers hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-3. The New York Yankees launched 3 home runs as they beat the visiting Red Sox 5-3. Danny Salazar grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, leading the Rays past the Twins 5-4. David Hess got his 3rd win this season, helping the Orioles defeat the Giants 2-1. The Indians combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the White Sox on the south side 5-2. The Braves went deep 4 times as they defeated the visiting Tigers 15-0. They now have 5 straight wins. The Nationals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 5-4. The Pittsburgh Pirates snapped their 5-game losing streak as they got the best of the Brewers at home 4-2. The Chicago Cubs had 12 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 7-5. The New York Mets amassed 14 hits in the game as they got a road win against Arizona 10-5. Tyler Anderson grabbed win number 6 on the year as Colorado took care of Toronto 3-0. Jake Arrieta got the win, putting him at double digits this season with 10 as the Phillies defeated the Dodgers 7-2. He currently has the most wins in the National League. The Padres got 12 hits in this one as they beat the visiting Marlins 9-5. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.